Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to yet another video. Today I want to talk about my Mercedes E-Class. Well, this is not mine, it's my mom's, but we purchased it around 6 months ago, and for the first 3 months there were no problems with it. It drove like a dream. But recently we've started to get some problems, and I just visited the dealership last week to fix all of them. I want to go over all the problems I've had in this video and tell you guys how much it cost me in total to fix those. There are 3 problems that I encountered with this 2017 Mercedes E-Class. The first one is the door hinge on the driver's side. So when I open the door, it's fixed now, so you won't hear it, but when you open the door, it would make this really weird cracking noise, and it got worse and worse throughout time. I'll show you guys exactly what went wrong because I did get it fixed, so they diagnosed it and found out exactly where this car door broke, and it was at the hinge right here. This part specifically had cracks within it that didn't allow the door to function properly. It's really sad that Mercedes has these quality problems. You would think that a door hinge, which is something you're gonna use day to day, it would be quality tested so that like it won't break in 2 or 3 years, but you know, it did break. So it feels like quality control is not that great on this car. Now let's get inside the car so I can show you guys the other 2 problems. The second problem I have with this car is the window controls. Now you might wonder, what can possibly happen to window controls that can malfunction? Well, one super annoying thing is it wouldn't close properly. This is kind of hard to explain, so bear with me. It's fixed now, so you won't see it happening, but I'm gonna explain to you what would happen if I still had this problem. Right now the window's down a little bit, and let's say I want to close it fully. So normally what you would do is you would hold the window close button until this goes to the very top. However, what happened was once you held it to the very top, it would come back down automatically. Let's say your window's down right now, you hold the window up button, you're holding it. Whoops, wrong way. You hold it, and then bam, it starts going back down even though you're holding the window close button. I would have to tap it and lightly tap it until it got to the right point where it was just about closed but not fully closed, where it wouldn't activate the function where it starts putting it back down. It sounds like a small problem, but it's super annoying, especially when you want to get a breeze, but then you know opening your windows is going to be hard to close them back up. The third and final issue that happened to this E-Class was the infotainment system. So what basically happened was I would be driving and I would have Apple CarPlay on. This screen would just go completely blank, just randomly. Like I click no buttons, I'm just driving, and this would just shut off. The super annoying thing when this happens is you can't turn the screen back on or reset it without turning the engine off. There is a power button, but tapping it will do nothing to alleviate this problem. You'll have to get off the freeway, turn off the engine, and turn your car back on for this to reset. While making this video, I just realized there's actually a 4th problem that I forgot to mention. So many damn issues, man. Like Mercedes, what are you guys doing? With a luxury car like this, most of them have keyless entry and keyless start. But this started malfunctioning about 2 months into owning the car. It just wouldn't work. I would have the key in my pockets, but I wouldn't be able to open my door. The other thing was I couldn't use the keyless engine button. So I'd click this and it would say key not detected, even though it was right here in my pockets. And it would take several tries to get it working. Sometimes I would even be driving and then it would say key not detected while I'm driving. So there you have it, guys. 4 problems that occurred with this Mercedes E-Class. Now let me show you guys the grand total of how much it cost me to fix all these problems. You see that, guys? $0 to fix all these problems. It probably would have cost me a fortune if I had to pay myself. The reason all of these things were fixed for free is because we bought this car used as a certified pre-owned vehicle, which means it came with 2 years of a warranty. Now I suggest you guys, whenever you buy a used car, definitely try to get it certified pre-owned, because with luxury cars like this, they do tend to break often, and whenever it breaks, it's gonna cost you hundreds, perhaps even thousands of dollars to fixed. A lot of these issues were pretty easy to fix, I would say. Like this window issue was just a software problem. It took the service agent 2 minutes to diagnose the problem and put in a software patch to fix it. But if you didn't have the CPO warranty, I would say they probably charge you for it. They probably take it in and say like, oh, they worked 1 hour to find what the problem was and then charge you the labor for that. The door hinge problem was the most labor intensive, I would say, and that probably would have cost you a few $100s if you didn't have a warranty. The keyless start and keyless entry problem was fixed by replacing the car's battery and also the battery on the remotes. The blank screen issue on the infotainment system, that was fixed through a software update. It shouldn't be happening anymore. Yeah, that's it. Those are the 4 problems I had. It's all now fixed, which means this car is perfect now. It's great. But I would imagine if someone bought this used, not as a CPO vehicle, you're probably gonna spend $1,000 fixing all those small issues combined. So definitely look into a warranty if you purchase a luxury vehicle like this. Make sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Only 2% of you guys watching are actually subscribed to the channel. So let's get that up to at least 10%. Come on, guys. So many people watching are just not subscribed to me. I'm sad, guys. If you don't subscribe, I'll be crying all day. Also, let me know if you have any questions about this car or my other vehicle, the R8. Look at that. Oh, she's beautiful over there. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one.